Welcome to my channel. If you're a new subscriber, you're welcome and thank you for joining. And if you've always been a subscriber, you're welcome. I'll be talking about Nigeria today, and I'll be talking about the political structure that the country runs that has not really benefited the country and its citizen in any way. If you're a keen observer or a watcher of events in Nigeria, just like I have been, you will wonder why we have not been able to get our acts together as a country. The solution to the country's problem is simple, and actually stares everyone in the face. But the elites who benefit from the rod as it is are not ready to do things that will benefit everyone and improve the country's fortune and image. The youth tried something akin to a revolution by staging a protest tagged End SARS. A protest that actually rattled the elite in 2020. But as usual, that process was truncated by the use of force that resulted in what is now dubbed a massacre, due to the shooting at Lekki toll gate on October 20, 2020. That event could have been a watershed moment for the country, and it would have afforded it an opportunity to turn things around, since we lost a better opportunity after the military exited and we started the Fourth Republic. The Fourth Republic. If we had gotten our acts together, we would have been able to fashion out a new system and policy for the country to run on. But unfortunately, we didn't do that. So we lost that opportunity. Now, the End SARS protest would have afforded us another opportunity as a country. But because our leaders are not deep thinkers, they are not reflective enough, all the gains that would have come with the protest, everything was lost. The call and agitation to End SARS by innocent peaceful protesters may be genuine actually, but the violence and anarchy that followed, and most especially the evil scheme to link this man from the bodyline man, Tinubu, and the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to the confusion occasioned by alleged killing of innocent protesters at Lekki toll gate, is actually not unconnected to the unrelenting plot to wrestle the control of Lagos from Tinubu, and also part of the shenanigans in furtherance to the grand scheme to rubbish his image, completely erode his influence, and make him ineligible for the presidential ticket of the ruling party in 2023. So they didn't just accuse him of being behind the massacre. It was actually done just to rubbish him and completely, whittle down his influence in Lagos, so that he doesn't have that capacity to vie for the highest position in the land. Well, I'm not going to be going, into Tinubu's presidential bid and everything that is associated with that, because that will be a topic for another day. But I'm going to discuss Tinubu's desire to rule Nigeria. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to talk about his suitability for the role right now. It's not even my favorite, but I will discuss this in detail another time, not today. However, I reckon with the fact that you cannot wield I reckon with the fact that Tinubu with so much power and that kind of influence that he has in Lagos comes with his own problem. The stakes are high on all fronts for him, and his traducers appear to be gaining momentum. This is worsened by the general belief by the Nigerian populace that the Buhari government is a failure, and this is a government he helped gain power in 2015, and also a re-election in 2019. So the terrible state of the Nigerian economy, as well as the chaotic security situation that has remained intractable by the Buhari government, have made the outrage against Tinubu more ferocious. After all, people believe generally that he sold Buhari to them in the southwest, and ensure that the man won at the end of the day. But unfortunately, Tinubu is a small fry in the grand scheme of the scrabble for the soul of Nigeria. Let me say that if Tinubu is your only focus, you'll be making a big mistake, because when it comes to the grand scheme of things in Nigeria and how to control the levers of power and how to ensure that a particular set of elites continue to run the country, Tinubu is a small fry. It's a small fry. If you focus on Tinubu alone, you'll be making a very big mistake. Instead of focusing on him and castigating Tinubu, let us address the real issue with Nigeria. Let us just focus on the real reason there is poor infrastructure, the real reason we have poor education, high levels of poverty, illiteracy, and insecurity. And at the bottom of the myriad of problems that Nigeria faces, at the bottom of that problem is a lopsided, unfavorable, and disingenuous political system. I mean, the present structure and the unitary political system that we currently run. Yes, that's a problem. And that is what we need to fix quickly before Nigeria becomes a totally failed state. Right now, the country is failing, but the dire situation can still be remedied if all hands are on deck to address all the problems that the country faces. The present structure that was created by the military in order to have full control and good grips on the country does not favor the southern part of Nigeria, but favors whoever becomes the president. Note that the present structure that was created by the military for them to be able to have effective control of the country doesn't really favor the people in the southern part of Nigeria. Because by that creation, it meant that the northern part of Nigeria is the most populated part of the country. So they have the numbers, and they can, through the numbers, you can do so many things. You can influence a lot of things. Allocation is allocation of resources is done based on population and all of that. So they have that advantage. The number of people in the House of Assembly, the number of people in the National Assembly, everything is done based on population. So they have that advantage in the North. So that system favors them, and particularly it favors anybody who becomes the president. So if you're from the South, if you're supported by the people in the North and you eventually become the president of Nigeria, you are favored. You are going to have enormous power as president. So that system, the current unitary system, political system, favors the northern part of the country more. So I will do a breakdown of this in another video. But let me just say this: Tinubu is not our problem, but the warped political structure that favors just a few powerful people. So fundamentally, Nigeria needs to be restructured. The current unitary system favors whoever is president, but ultimately favors the North more. Nigeria should naturally be run just like the UK, if you understand what I mean. This is because all the major tribal groups are different culturally, and all of them have their idiosyncrasies. We are so different that we do not have any business being together. I mean, the Igbo way of life and culture is totally different from the Hausas, and the Hausas don't behave like the Yorubas. These are the major tribes, but there are numerous other tribes in Nigeria. Languages are different. The way we talk, the way we dress is different. Each region should ordinarily be run independently like it was in the 60s. We need to go back to the constitution our founding fathers agreed to at independence. That is where the solution to the country's problem lies. So as a country, we have tried this current unitary system where everything is controlled from Abuja, and we can all testify to the fact that it is not working. It is not just working. The system has enriched the field to the detriment of the country's development and progress. If the country was run the way it should be run, the fortune of the country would have been better, and this would have trickled down to individuals in form of progress and better standard of living. But right now, the reverse is the case. The recent spat between Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, former president of Nigeria, and Chief Edwin Clark, a First Republic Minister of Information, I believe, where the latter was accusing Obasanjo of hating the Niger Delta people, reinforces the need for all the tribes and interest groups within Nigeria to discuss and renegotiate whether they desire to continue to exist as Nigeria and the terms of this coexistence. Obasanjo explained that he doesn't hate the Niger Delta. He did this in a six. Obasanjo likes to write. He did this in a 6-page letter to Edwin Clark, explaining to him that he doesn't hate the Niger Delta, but he will not just want to prioritize the need and aspiration of a region over that of the Nigerian state. As far as I'm concerned, Obasanjo is a respected elder statesman, but that logic is upside down, because the regions and the people in the towns, the states and regions make up the Nigerian state. So their interests and well-being matter, and until that is satisfied, there will be no viable Nigeria. As the country moves to another round of elections in 2022, 2023, political discussions should be centered around how we can go back to a system of government that would ensure that the grassroots, states and regions feel the impact of governance first. Abuja should not be stronger or more powerful than the states and regions. The golden years of Nigeria were recorded in the 60s when we ran a regional system of government. That was when Sanu Bakwe held sway in the eastern region, and Modu Bello, the Sarada of Shoko, ran the affairs in the north, and Chief Obafemi Awolowo transformed the southwest and made the region a model for other regions in Nigeria. That was the period Obafemi Awolowo was able to build the Liberty Stadium in Ibadan. He built the tallest building in Nigeria at that time, the 25-story Cocoa House, and also established the first TV station in Nigeria, well ahead of France. So we can certainly reenact these great exploits, but we just have to be purposeful. We have to focus on the greater good and be methodical about it. The masses of Nigeria, the critical masses of Nigeria who desire real change, also must demand more from the political elites. They should demand more, they should keep them on their toes and stay the course until the right thing is done. Breaking up Nigeria may not be the desired solution right now, as it will come at a huge cost. But enabling the regions to stay on their own, control their resources and their affairs is the way to go. And with that, I will say thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Peace.